we work with what we got, So for me, I've been able to, like I said earlier, play with my strengths and also improve everything, And so this is a journey over time where you're never going to be perfect, but you're striving to be all that you can be. And so even being the current champion, I want to continue to improve and be all that I can be. And I know even last year I can continue to do that for years and years.
But this year I will try my best to win.
But you walked off the stage. If that happens again, will that be the same routine?
میگه ولی تو از استیج اومدی پایین وقتی باختی.
خب شاید تو خودت خیلی قهرمانی ها رو داری. میدونی که یه کسی زمانی که قهرمانیش از دست بده چه حس حالی داره. اون زمانی که نه قند تو بدنته، نه نمک داری، نه آب داری. کنترلش خیلی سخته.
Something that people don't think about all the time, wanting to be the champion, the person at the top, because when the spotlight's on you, it ain't coming off. It's only getting brighter and stronger. So you could take that as an opportunity to do something good and be a good role model, or you can, crumble under the negative pressure. And so for me, the selfishness of wanting to be Mr. Olympia and be the champion like we all want to, right, in bodybuilding is great, but also knowing that this is a platform that I can build.
Welcome from Iran, Hadi Choopan. The 18th Mr. Olympia in bodybuilding history from the United States, Mr. Olympia, Derek Lunsford.
Here we go. Anything else coming off, Derek? Are we good? He's good right now. Olympia once again as we celebrate Joe Weider's 60th here in Las Vegas, Nevada. John Romano. A stellar panel. What we need.
So yeah, you best believe that this is just the beginning, and I'm working to improve every single year for as long as I can be up here.
Specific about it. You're dominant from the back. You have amazing back double biceps, back lat spread, but you're not beating Hadi on abdominals and thighs and most muscular. What have you done from last year's Olympia to beat him on those two poses?
Well, when we go back to my track record working with Hani Rambod back in 2021, we won the 212. Each year we've made significant improvements, and I've been able to, work well with him, and we've been able to improve my physique. So I don't think there's really anything different that I needed to do in terms of drastic changes. Obviously put emphasis on the body parts and areas where I needed to improve more, but honestly I wanted to improve my strengths too. I wanted to create distance in my strengths and also bring up my other body parts and poses. So like I said, ever since I got off stage last year, I've been putting in the work, and I'm coming back improved. I can promise you that.
Sugar Sean Ray, we got about 600 pounds of muscle right in the middle of the stage right there. Is this the year of the big man?
Yeah, half of that is occupied by the man in the center, Big Samson from England, representing Nigeria. Looked like you were on a tour when you first arrived here in Las Vegas, so the buzz is you've been distracted. And there's a whole lot of business in front of you, especially with Andrew Jack leaning up against you and Derek and Big Hadi. Is this the year that you bring it all together on Saturday night?
All right, first and foremost, I want to say, man, thank you all for being out here, man. You guys are all great. This place is packed out, so it's crazy up in here. Well, to your question, man, is an interesting one, because I got to say, year after year, time after time, I keep improving faster than anybody else on this stage. And you all have seen that firsthand, right? Right? So how do you expect me not to be just come up on stage and shock you guys again tomorrow?
Well, wait. While you say that, you did some changes getting ready for this year that you didn't do in the past. You can't ignore some of those changes. Were they positive?
Of course they are. But you know what? You saw me 2 weeks ago in France. Well, you're about to see something special tomorrow night as well.
Samson, the word we keep hearing is conditioning, and I know you've heard this all year long, all on social media, all from the experts that are out there. Samson's got it all. Shape, symmetry, proportion, muscularity, posing presentation. He's just got to get the conditioning. What changes have you made this year to bring that conditioning into that 95 percentile that, in a lot of experts' opinions, would give you that standout title?
Well, for one thing, you see my face, right? Does this look like the face of someone who hasn't suffered this fast forever?
Pretty face, bro. You're very handsome.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
But you know what? One way I'm going to say is, man, we're going to find out tomorrow night.
Fuad Abiyad.
Questions for Derek. I'm looking at the stage, and I see two guys to the left of you who are much, much bigger. I just want to know if they're in shape. How do you plan on repeating from last year?
Bodybuilding is you versus you. I think you know that as well as anybody, right? So we're all given gifts and genetics of our own, and I believe that we work with what we got, you know. So for me, I've been able to, like I said earlier, play with my strengths and also improve everything, you know. And so this is a journey over time where you're never going to be perfect, but you're striving to be all that you can be. And so even being the current champion, I want to continue to improve and be all that I can be. And I know even last year I can continue to do that for years and years. I don't worry about what the competitors are doing, but I actually appreciate the competitors that I have because I love how driven that they are, how hungry they are, how passionate they are about the same thing I am, and I want to be my best, and I'm trying to be my best every year, and these guys continue to help elevate me and hold me accountable. So I don't just look at it as competition like this, like I want to beat you, I want to beat you, I got to defend. It's that, hey, I'm happy you guys are making progress because it holds me accountable for me to make progress, and then everybody wins. Everybody gets what they want. They get a great show, and may the best man win.
Okay, sorry, Bob. I love diplomatic answer. It's the right way to say it.
No, that's what that's how
I believe you, but I want to get more specific. What attributes do you bring that are going to beat these two guys? Or Brandon's sitting there looking pretty large, and you got a Mr. Olympia to the left of you. What attributes do you have that are going to make sure that you repeat?
I think Ronnie Coleman said it best, 8-time Mr. Olympia champion, lights out from the back, baby.
Okay, DJ, last year, a lot of people had Hadi from the front, Derek from the back, and the sides about even. Where did you have it last year, and what do you think is going to happen this year?
Well, I'm going to be honest. Last year, pre-Olympia prediction, I predicted Derek to win. And after the Olympia, I said it was close. I thought I had Hadi winning by just slightly little bit. And this is because Derek is unbeatable from the back. We know that. Hadi was unbeatable from the front. But now, we saw Hadi come back to the Arnold this year, where I think that this was the best Hadi that I've ever seen. Combination in condition and size. Now, a Hadi like at the Arnold, Derek, is that something you can beat?
Well, I think Hani Rambod, who we both work with, said it that, you know, Hadi did look great at the Arnold. You have to give it to these guys when they come in and they give it their all and they look outstanding, you know. I love it when my competitors get praise just as much as I would get a praise. But he also said, wait till you see the 2020 version of Derek Lunsford.
Well, and we've been saying this. We've been saying this whole time that Derek is still young. He's still maturing. I said you can still make changes. And I've been saying this all along. A lot of people think this is not happening. You know what I'm saying? So, because I think you would have to make those changes. You would have to bring a better front, more detailed, more mature in order to stand next to a Hadi like from the Arnold. But now, keep in mind, we have two guys right here, the Samson and Andrew. Andrew, from what I heard, and this is just, I haven't seen him, I haven't spoken to him. I just heard from someone real close that this is the best Andrew ever, and Andrew is winning the Olympia. So that's a scary thought, because Andrew is in a lot of experts' eyes probably the most perfect physique with Samson when it comes to with the height, size, and everything. And I know it's harder for shorter guys at that point to stand next to him. So I mean, at the end of the day, you're right. This is a competition, but all being nice is not going to win you a Sandow Trophy. So you gotta, you gotta fight. What I'm saying is, you gotta be the dirtiest Derek in order to, to hold these guys off.
I don't think I need to be the dirtiest Derek on the mic with my words.
I'm not saying
I think I need to be the hardest worker in the gym, and that's what I've been doing since 2023.
Yeah. Well, hang on a second now, Deep. Hang on. I want to hear from Hadi Choopan. Hadi, did you feel that you won the show last year, that you beat Derek for that Sandow last year?
خب امثال هادی چوپان مثل یک کبیر میمونه. هر کسی میخواد داخل این کبیر قرار بگیره باید خیلی خوش بیاد و خیلی به خشکی عادت داشته باشه وگرنه بعد میسوزه.
So Hadi gonna come like a dry desert like this year, and everyone who want to survive in the desert has to be dry enough.
Hadi,
Otherwise, they will burn.
Hadi, this question's for you. Hadi, it's for you. Last year, you looked like you thought you won the contest. And the way you left the stage looked like you didn't accept the result. What happened?
میگه سال پیش فکر می‌کردی که تو باید قهرمان بشی.
هیچ کس همچین فکری رو نمیکرد چون اینجا مثل المپیا است باید یک بالانس بردی باشه. من همیشه بهترین خودم بودم، بهترین خودم اومدم و جزو بدنسازانی بودم که همیشه بهترین خودم آوردم و فکر نمیکردم پارتر اون نتیجه رو بگیرم ولی امسال جوری اومدم که هیچ کس نتونه نزدیکم بشه.
Said last year I never thought like that, but I always try to come with my best condition, best separation, best of my version. And also, last year same was same. I came with my best and I did my best and I didn't win it, but this year I will try my best to win.
But you walked off the stage. If that happens again, will that be the same routine?
میگه ولی تو از استیج اومدی پایین وقتی باختی.
خب شاید تو خودت خیلی قهرمانی ها رو داری. میدونی که یه کسی زمانی که قهرمانیش از دست بده چه حس حالی داره. اونم زمانی که نه قند تو بدنته، نه نمک داری، نه آب داری. کنترلش خیلی سخته. من پارسال اون حس عجیبی که بهم دست دادم به دیرک تبریک گفتم، دیرک رو بغل کردم، بعد اونجور استرس توی بدنم بود، عصبانیت، نتونستم خودم رو کنترل بکنم.
He said you have been competed many times, Sean Ray, so you know when that's one is on a stage when you're with low body sugar, low level of the sugar, and with low energy, and you sometimes maybe you cannot make a best decision. And he said so at the beginning. I just congrats Derek, stayed there. I did my photo shoot, and after that I feel a little bit not in good health to stay on the stage, so that's why I walked away. But before I walk away, I just congrats everyone, took my picture before I leave.
All right, Linda Murray. You know physiques, be them female or male. Bodybuilding is bodybuilding.
That's right. Because on this panel, I've won the Olympia, right? And Derek, let me say, I was so impressed when I saw you go from the 212, and knowing men, you guys is like being big. And my first thought was, will you be able to go from 212 and go into the open and bring the size and bring that conditioning? And you did it. You did it. So I was very impressed with that.
Thank you.
Very impressed with that. And I think...
Hey, where's my wife?
Yes. So how do you? Because that to me, when you've done it one time and you proved what you did in 212 and you moved into the open and you did what you did, like big and all that, that's all beautiful. The conversation, I'm glad you guys brought that up.
Yeah.
But you won it. You're the champion. Defending it. How did you stay focused with the noise, with the extra, can you guest pose for me? Can you come over to my house? Can you kiss my baby? All of that. That's my question.
Well, that's going to be about an hour's worth of an answer if I'm, Short and sweet. I saw the people that came before me first and foremost. So I always respected the champions that came before me, and I saw some of the things that they had to deal with. And I thought, sometimes they didn't deserve the criticism that they were getting, and still to this day. And so I saw that and I thought to myself, if I ever want to be the guy at the top, right? There's going to be a lot of love and there's going to be a lot of criticism, and you better be prepared for both, and it's not always going to come at the same time or when you want it to. And I said this the other day, you know, everybody up here and everybody in their right mind would want to be a champion, but leadership is a responsibility, and I think it's something that people don't think about all the time, wanting to be the champion, the person at the top, because when the spotlight's on you, it ain't coming off. It's only getting brighter and stronger. So you could take that as an opportunity to do something good and be a good role model, or you can, you know, crumble under the negative pressure. And so for me, the selfishness of wanting to be Mr. Olympia and be the champion like we all want to, right, in bodybuilding is great, but also knowing that this is a platform that I can build camaraderie and spread a positive message to is something that really drives me. And winning the Olympia actually took the pressure off of me of, is it ever going to happen? And will I ever be Mr. Olympia? Will I ever make history being the first 2-division champion? So once that happened, I felt like I could really come into my own, and having the support of my wife, my daughter, my friends, my family, my training partners, my coach, Honey Rambod, and sponsors and everyone, and the fan support, I just feel so loved, and I feel so grateful and blessed that how can I not go in the gym and give it my all every single day, doing what I love, even if it is, you know, the epitome of discipline, and there's a lot of suffering, there's a lot of sacrifice, there's a lot of really hard days where I go to my wife and I say, hey, but this is hard, like this is getting really, really hard, and she's like, you got this, you know, if anybody can do it, it's you, I know you got this, we all got you, God's got you. So like I said, this could be a long-winded answer, but all in all, like I said, being the champion is one thing, being a leader is another, and it's a high responsibility that I said before I won, I accept it all, the good, the bad, the everything, and praise my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Derek Elgindy.
Andrew Jack, great performance in Texas.